So, welcome to this video. This one will be in English, and I have one guest who's coming from Iran. His name is Ramin, and you can introduce yourself, Ramin. So.
Yes. Thank you very much. I am Ramin. I'm from Iran, and I am PhD student at Russia. I hope the best for all of you.
Okay, so the first thing I want to ask you, why did you decide to come to Czech Republic instead of many people choose Germany or some different countries? So why did you choose Czech Republic?
Let me honestly tell about that. It really depends on my personality.
Mm-hmm.
I like a calm area without any political issues or without any immigrations and all people from different countries. So my first choice was New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yes, at first was
I just
for
fixed the camera, but...
Okay.
No.
At first, my decision was studying in New Zealand, but after hard working for accepting in New Zealand, I couldn't go to New Zealand.
Okay.
So one of my friends, whose name is Iman in Persian, he told me, why don't you choose Europe?
Mm-hmm.
And I searched. I was starting searching for finding a good country that adapt to my personality. And Czech Republic is the same country that, in my point of view, adapt my personality. And now I am very happy that I selected Czech rather than New Zealand.
Yeah, I think also Czech country is quite nice. I've never been to New Zealand, so I don't know how is New Zealand, how are the people in New Zealand. But you bring me some tea with datos. Yes. I love this tea. I used to drink it once in Turkey, so I tried to drink it. I love this style of glasses and the datos. So I
but all of them is made by Persian. It is Persian class that export to Turkey and other countries. It's originally from Persian.
Okay. I try the tea now. The datos are nice. Where do you put the C? You put it here, just. I put it here, maybe.
Yes, you can put here. It is Persian tea, but you say in Czech Republic chai, and
chai.
Also we say chai.
You say
yes,
chai?
Yes,
okay.
We say chai in Persia, and you say chai because chai is a Russian word, but we say chai too.
Yeah, it's really nice. I have also a gift for you before we will continue. I bring you something from it's partly from my home. It's made by my family. Those are dried apples and some peanuts. So you can try it if you want.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much.
Before you, so you just put it in the hand and you can eat it like that.
Let me. Yeah, well, that's enough.
Okay.
Just.
This is really healthy food.
Of course.
So I put it here.
Can put here.
So thank you. After short snack break, we will continue with the interview. So, how would you describe your country, Iran, the people?
Let me tell you, my country is a very, very, very beautiful country in all aspects. But media, especially European, Western countries' media, don't like or don't advertise or don't suggest or don't show any of my country in positive issue. Most of them advertise negatively. So I want to suggest you, please visit the country too. Yes, my country is have a good hospitality for all tourists who go there. And I want to ask you, please watch some of video in YouTube that people or some tourists go to Tehran or to Iran and put some video clip for viewers.
I think that's also nice because there is very little people in Czech Republic who travel.
Definitely, yes. Unfortunately, Iran. Yes. They don't understand Iran. They don't understand the. Actually, we are. Let me tell you that Iran is a big country, and we different. Most of people in different religion, different. As you know, let me tell you, one of the most beautiful subway station in Tehran, subway, belong to churches.
So there is subway between churches?
Yes. One of them, there is a special subway that's made by church for Mariam Station Church, that it was beautiful. So I want to suggest you, if you want to understand my country, if you want to know about information my country, that all different religion people who lives with each other, you can see in YouTube video channel. Okay,
so I want to ask you some more questions about Tehran. So, what is the weather like there?
The weather of Tehran really depends. In spring, it's like a Prague, but in winter is more warmer than here. But in summer, it's dramatically warm. Yes.
So, okay, thank you. And now I want to ask you, so you came back here or first time when you came to Czech Republic, when you firstly visited Czech Republic, how long it is?
About 1 year. Actually.
1 year.
Yes.
And when you came here, what was your first thought?
It's a good question. It really depends. It really depends on condition. But totally, I prefer stay here.
You prefer stay here. And was something that you were worried that, I don't know, something happened here in Czech Republic? Or?
Your language.
Your
language is so hard. Although most of young people can speak English, but one of the main drawback it's your language, so hard.
So yeah, I got it. It's hard to learn. Have you tried to learn something?
Of course. Dobrý den, jazyce máte, or nashledanou, prosím, or just a short conversation. I learned short conversation. Okay,
so that's nice. The next question I have for you. If you think about people, what are the good and bad traits of people of Czech Republic?
Is it possible that you repeat your question and give me an example?
So, for example, I don't know, if Czech people are hospitality and bad traits, maybe you told me that Czech people are famous by pornography, for example.
Actually, let me claim that your country's hospitality is very, very good. You are welcoming man, and I hope you keep this mood in comparison with Germany, France, Italy. But I hope you keep this mood because you are welcoming man. Let me tell you honestly that I've never expected that your country is welcoming. I've never expected, but fortunately, your people and your country is a very welcoming mood.
Oh, that's nice to hear from you.
Yes, definitely, yes.
And you history, so you studied in Tehran first, you study business.
Yes.
And you have some school, for example, high school before the business?
Mm-hmm. No. At first, my bachelor degree was relation to math. And in Tehran, I teach math in high school and some universities. But in my master degree, I changed my interest study area of my study to business. So I earned master degree in terms of business, and I continue my PhD to business too.
Okay, and what are your classmates? The question is, what were your classmates like? Were they kind? Were they like making bad things or?
Here or
both?
Actually, it's in my point of view, Michael. It really depends on you. When you have a good communication with others, actually you have a positive things. But if you don't have, if you are, if we say in Iran, dry.
Dry?
Yes, dry. When you are dry, yes. For example, this is dry.
Yeah.
And when you are dry, it's a special concept in Iran. They don't want to make a connection with you. As you see, me and you have a relationship, good relationship with each other in terms of friendship about 1 year. And if I was angry, if I don't have any good communication, actually, you don't want to join me and making a friendship with each other.
Yeah, that's smart.
But in my point of view, it really depends on people's mood. In my point of view, I see a lot of people, especially in your country, Czech Republic, that they cannot make a good relationship with others. Although most of you, more than 90% of you, can adapt yourself or can communicate with others, especially for me. I am the first Persian people in Hindriko Faradek. So I go to the church, I join you to some ceremonies, I definitely respect to your culture. It's very good cultures in all aspects. And so actually you are welcoming, and these aspects positively impact to even to my personality and even to my communication with your country's people.
Okay, that's nice to hear. So what do you think are the core problems in communication here?
At first, yes. But now, never. No. At first, because actually I didn't understand situation. I didn't believe your people's mind. I had not good mood about migrating from Iran because Iran is so popular country, but your country is low popular country, so changing mood is hard for me. But now, yes.
What do you mean by popular?
The crowd of people.
Yeah,
Iranian people, yes. Iranian people, we are about 90 millions. But just your country totally reached to just Tehran. Your country's total population just the same as Tehran.
So in Tehran there is 10 million people living?
Tehran province.
Okay.
Yes, in total of Tehran province, in all aspects of Tehran. not just Tehran city, in Tehran province, yes. About 11 or 10 million people.
And if somebody would like to visit Iran, which parts would you recommend him? If, for example, I like visiting the not as touristic things, but to know the local people and.
Let me tell you, in all places in Iran have very good places for historical, for culture. When you go to Shiraz, when you go to Tabriz, in all aspects, even Tehran, even Mashhad, even Isfahan is a very famous historical places. You've never ashamed at you are going to Iran if you visit the places, even for people's hospitality. For example, if you don't have any money, if you don't have any money, and you go to Iran and tell to others, most of them, about 99% of people, go to Iran and ask them, I don't have any money, I finished my money, is it possible that, and you go to the restaurant, and you go to the restaurant and ask them, is it possible that you give me something for eating? They give you all of things that you've never expected. That's
really
yes.
really interesting.
Yes.
To hear that, I think it's misusing the hospitality of people.
Because of bad media, because of I am not sure why, but most of people, especially most European as well as America as well as Canada or Western countries, put a negative effect to my country.
And if you consider it if I will decide to go to Tehran this summer, it would be possible to go there, or you think it's still too dangerous to go there?
Let me tell you. We are in American as well as Israel attacks. And most of European news go to border of Turkey and Iran, and they got shocked. Do you know why? Because the number of people who came back to Iran dramatically more than the number of people who goes from Iran.
Okay.
In this condition, it's very surprising that you've never expected. For example, in Ukraine from Russia attack. If you want, you can clarify or not. I've heard that most of Ukrainian people moved from Ukraine to Europe, but in Iran, most of news get shocked. That why? Because most of Iranians go back to Iran, not goes from to Iran. It's because of my personality. Let me tell you, I am not political man, but Iranian people are very unpredictable. And in my point of view, the governments who attacked us have a wrong decision, and they don't understand Iranians people behavior.
Yeah, I think it's something like that also.
Let me tell you, if you in summer in attacks, if you bring just about 2,000 euros, you can visit the most of place of Iran. It's so cheap country, and most people don't understand this matter. And you can go and buy everything, and you can visit a lot of museum, historical place from 2,000 years before.
Okay, that's nice to hear.
Of course. Don't people understand it? Because most of them say, oh, Iran is so dangerous. Iran is so, most of them are angry. Most of them say, down with USA. No. They, let me tell you, media, Western countries' media, I don't know why, but they put negative point of Iran, not positive.
Yeah, I think that's why people don't travel there. So
Let me tell you, Michael, we are not completed man. We have some disadvantages as well as advantages. For example, you have 95% advantages and just 5% disadvantages. It is logical. It is so logical. Iran, or even all countries have some disadvantages as well as advantages. But Western countries just focus on 1% disadvantages of Iran. And they don't pay attention and they don't advertise 99% advantages of Iran.
yeah, I see the same way that people are looking. If they want, they just take the bad things, make it big, and look at it. So like, yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Okay, so I would now like to talk about studies you doing here. So you studying about management. So can you tell me something interesting? What studies have you did and what studies you planning to do?
I study knowledge management, and as you know, most people don't understand completely about the concept of knowledge. In my point of view, all of sciences, all of power, all of political issues, all of a lot of things related to knowledge. And knowledge is a very important concept, is a crucial concept throughout the world in my point of view. So my study focusing on knowledge management, especially the concept of knowledge that just we introduced first time in the world, the concept of knowledge management, which name is knowledge identity. So fortunately, I've published 2 articles regarding knowledge identity. And if you search Ramin and knowledge identity, you can see 2 of my articles which have been published.
So Ramin knowledge identity on Google Scholar?
Yes.
And from which year it is?
One of that is related to 2022, and the other is recently 2026.
Okay, and what was the results of those? What did you discover in those studies?
Actually, I discovered that first, actually, we introduced that knowledge identity. We introduced first time the concept of knowledge identity. But in the second article, I developed this and put some measurement for clarifying the aspects of knowledge identity throughout knowledge issues.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
If you can now say something. What would you say to people who are watching us?
Yes, of course. I want to ask you, please, don't pay attention to most of the medias. Please pay attention that Iran is very beautiful country like your country. Hope the best.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. I hope the best. Thank you for Michael, for interview.
Okay, thank you very much.
Have a nice time. Thank you.
See you later. Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay.